An appeals court has essentially reopened the closed case where a Greensboro police officer shot and killed a teenager.
You may remember this case and the body cam footage from the shooting in 2022. One of the videos shows the officer's point of view as he fired at Nasanto Crenshaw, who drove toward the officer in a stolen car. The district attorney said the officer's shooting was justified.
A district court judge had ruled that Officer Sletton only fired his gun as Crenshaw drove the car at him. An appeals court has now ruled otherwise. WFMY News 2's Nixon Norman spoke with the family's attorney about this surprising reversal.
Harry Daniels is a civil rights attorney representing Crenshaw's family. He says this case will be relevant for years and years to come after this new ruling in appeals court. He says people working cases similar to Crenshaw's will look back at this case as a reference, particularly when it comes to reviewing body cam footage. Body cam footage of the 17-year-old's death was released nearly a year after the shooting. It shows Crenshaw trying to flee the scene after sideswiping a patrol car. Officer Matthew Slinton he then fired his weapon 3 times, killing Crenshaw. This use of force was considered justified at the time when it went through court. Daniels hopes that this reversal brings change in cases alike.
It's very sad. Very sad the situation transpired. People will say that, well, he just should have stopped. I would agree that could have probably prevented this. But you have a grown man that's out there with a gun as well that didn't have to shoot, and who was not a threat to his life.
In regards to Daniel saying Officer Slitton's life was not in danger when the case was first dismissed, the judge ruled Officer Slinton fired at Crenshaw as he drove at him. The judge in appeals case said the evidence shows the gunfire actually came through the front right passenger window, raising questions about if the car was headed towards the officer. The appeals court judge ruled evidence showed Crenshaw did not pose an immediate threat to the officer. Daniels hopes this ruling leads to more accountability for law enforcement officers and a sense of justice for the Crenshaw family.
It's a step in the right direction for them. Step in the right direction. So it's still a lot more to go. I mean, just because you get reversed doesn't mean it's a win. But, the hope and seeking justice and finding justice has been revived.
We did reach out to Greensboro Police for comment. GPD directed us to speak with the city attorney's office. When I spoke with the city attorney, Chuck Watts, he told me the city has no comment.